Hello there! What's going on, everybody? We've got ourselves a LAAT Gunship preview today for X-Wing 2nd Edition Wave 7. This is, I believe, supposed to be out at the end of the month, and we're going to talk about some of the new spoilers that they showed today. A lot of Jedi in this one, which is pretty cool. Makes me really like this green screen sensitive darksaber / baseball bat that I've got here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? A little bit of admin stuff here. I want to give a big shout out to Luxury Playstyle for sponsoring this video. If you haven't already, check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Amazing Full Metal X-Wing tokens. And if you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15%. Also, while supplies last, you're going to get one of these Crabbok tokens, which has the little C on there and then the 5 on the back with the lightsaber nunchucks with every order of $35 or more. So definitely check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Also, guys, if you didn't already know, we have lots of masks and all kinds of shirts and cool stuff down in the description below, like face masks like these. By the way, can you whistle while you face mask? It's hard to do. But yeah, those are other ways to support the channel. There's other links for social media and Patreon, all that stuff down there if you are interested. So let's go ahead and look at the LAAT Gunship because it's pretty cool. We do get kind of a look at the dial here. We've got the 0 red, so it is going to be, very much kind of shuttle, not particularly mobile. You're also going to notice that it does not have a shaded in printed firing arc because it's going to be using the double-sided turret. Our generic here is going to be the 212th Battalion Pilot at Initiative 2. We do have the focus. We've got a target lock. We've got reinforced, which is red. We can rotate our turret and we can reload. We have the fire convergence pilot ability here that's just the generic ship ability. And it says, while a friendly ship is performing a non-turret attack, if the defender is in your turret arc, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, the attacker rerolls up to 2 attack dice. This is honestly, I think this is a really good, like kind of crazy how good of a support ability this is. I think this may be so good that you may want all of your Republic lists to have at least 1 LAAT in them. Because your thing is you're getting 2 charges and it's a recurring charge. So you're going to be able to do this quite a bit. You're going to have quite a bit of not needing to worry about target locks all that much. And all you have to do is just make sure that your arc is pointed the right way. And you've got a double arc too, by the way. So that's pretty cool. Now, all right, for stats, and I mean, also this is a fairly survivable ship too. We've got 2 attack. With 1 agility, 8 hull, 2 shields, and of course the 2 charge recurring. And it looks like all of our pilots are going to have those same stats, including the 2 charge recurring. Low initiative on these pilots, however. Low initiative, right? We've got Hound also at initiative 2. After a friendly small ship in your turret arc gains a deplete or strain token, if you have no tokens of that type, you may transfer that token to yourself. That's kind of okay. That's all right. There's some of the other ones are a little nicer, but definitely teamwork, right? And keeping your arcs pointed a certain way. I think the biggest way to get support out of these is by staying close to other ships, and also by making sure you're pointed the right way. There's going to be a little bit of player skill that goes into flying these and really getting the most out of them. So Warthog, Initiative 3, is going to have the ability, after you or a friendly non-limited ship at range 0 to 2 are destroyed during the engagement phase, that ship is not removed until the end of that phase. This is pretty big, because you're hard to be destroyed anyway, because you've already got 10 hit points, right? So you're not the easiest ship to blow up. And so he's helping those other generic ships that might otherwise die pretty quickly survive a little bit longer. I think that's pretty groovy. I think that is pretty groovy. Then we got Hawk at Initiative 4, and I think this is our highest initiative. At the start of the end phase, each friendly ship at range 0 to 1 that has a revealed maneuver of speed 3 to 5 may gain a strain token. Strain, not stress even. Because, to perform a barrel roll or a boost action. It's almost like afterburners. Only problem is you're not going to be able to do this if you've done a K turn, because you're probably going to have a stress token. And this is also at the start of the end phase, so you may unless you have some ways to remove stress. But I mean, like, this is kind of cool, right? At the start of the end phase, like the timing. This one is so weird because it's like afterburners, but it's so much unlike afterburners. First, you're getting a strain token. You probably get rid of that strain because this is at the start of the end phase, so nobody's going to attack you. You just got to make sure you're doing a blue maneuver, right? So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's actually got a lot of potential. And I think the other thing that's really cool about this is that ship doesn't necessarily have to have boost or barrel roll printed on the ship card. So, like, you know, and it's each friendly ship. So you could have a bunch of LAATs doing barrel rolls. You know, now granted, the bubble's small here. It's range 0 to 1. So it's got to be, you got to be flying in a tight formation. But that's super cool. That's very cool, and it's an action too. So like in theory, that might be able to trigger other things too. But on top of all of this, those other pilots also have fire conversions, which is just really, really cool. So great pilots, great support structure so far. We also get a look at a lot of upgrades. We did see a quick build spoiled earlier this week. And there was a dead eye shot on there. Now we finally have that. It's a talent. It goes on a small or medium ship. This one can go on any faction's small or medium ships. And this one says, while you perform a primary attack, if the defender is in your bullseye, you may spend a hit result or change a crit to a hit. So downgrade a crit. If you want to come say hi. All right, hold on. Lando wants to come say hi. Say hi to everybody. All right. Can I go finish making my video now? Okay, all right. Go sit down. You gonna take the bat? Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so but you can downgrade a crit to a hit if you do the defender exposes one of its damage cards. Now this is great if you're not gonna get through shields anyway, because now your crit can just downgrade to a hit, and then you flip up a face down card. So that's awesome. That's what exposes, right? Flipping up. The other thing is, if you only rolled one hit and you were going up against like a 3 agility at range 3 or something like that, well now, hey, I might as well spend this one to expose a damage card, all right? Because I probably am not going to hit you anyway. I think that's awesome. I think that's very awesome. We've got Clone Captain Rex, and I believe he was shown during Gen Con as a gunner for the Republic. While you perform an attack, you may spend a focus result. So that die comes off. If you do, each friendly ship that has the defender in its bullseye may gain a strain token to perform a focus action. So this is a good. He's going to be better on a higher initiative ship. So this way, if you want your other guys to maybe, I mean, not really, because you can still use a focus for defense. But honestly, this is like, he's a little dependent. He's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy, because you need to have rolled the eyeball result, and you know, there's no way to like guarantee you're going to get the eyeball result, right? Unless, of course, you don't take the focus action, then you're guaranteed to get some eyeball results, right? But again, this is also stressing another common theme we're seeing here. You're seeing a lot of teamwork of, themes of people being close by, but you're also seeing a lot of bullseye arc stress mechanics. Again, if you can have a bunch of everybody lined up so they're all converging on the same target and they all have them in their bullseye, then maybe you can really make this one work. This one seems like it'll be a little harder to make work. I don't know if he'll be too expensive, because there's a lot of stuff that has to all fall into place for this to actually work. We got 5s, and he's Republic only crew. After you perform an attack that missed, if the defender's initiative is equal to or greater than your initiative, place 1 evade token or focus token on this card. Before you engage, you may remove a token from this card to gain a matching token. So as long as you're missing, see, this is going to be really good with those type of gunner slots that let you attack again, because then you can potentially miss twice in a turn. It seems like it's really good on a LAAT, which is only rolling 2 dice. A lot of times they will miss anyway, and you're making. And hey, now you can get evade tokens, right? Focus is going to be probably pretty good too, but maybe you want some evades on there too. Maybe you want one of each, because it doesn't seem like there's a maximum of how many tokens you can put on this card. Of course, you're only going to be able to take 1 off before you engage. We've got Suppressive Gunners. And these are not restricted to any faction, so you can put these everywhere. While you perform an attack, you may spend and again, another focus result. If you do, the defender gains a deplete token unless it chooses to suffer a damage. So this is really good if you're a higher initiative, and then they're going to try and shoot you back. And you're like, oh, well, maybe you encourage them to take a deplete token, and maybe they won't. Of course, they'll probably just take the damage. But this is good if you whiff, right? And you're like, oh, man, you know what? I didn't focus. I have this eyeball result. Hey, I can spend the eyeball result. We've got Ghost Company, who's a Republic only for a turreted ship. So very, very few options on where you can put this. Yeah, he's got their crew and gunner slots. They're taking up both slots here. So very, very restrictive. I think that's pretty much just the LAAT. I don't think there's any other ships that they can go on. But yeah, after you perform a primary attack, if you are focused, you may perform a turret attack against a ship you have not yet attacked this round as a bonus. So this is an incredibly good card. However, that's probably one reason why it's so very, very restrictive, because they don't want this going on like Millennium Falcon style ships. Presumably if they made a Millennium Falcon for the Republic, it would also have crew and gunner also. But, presuming that maybe they don't, maybe they make a similar Republic ship that only has, gunner but not crew, or crew but not gunner, or something like that. But this is just really good, unless you attack twice. I see this one as being really good with 5s, for example. We've got Wolfpack, also same thing. Does not have to have the turret arc, though, is the distinction here. It is clone and actually, they're Republic too. That's really the only requirement difference. Is it requires Republic, it has crew and gunner, and it says after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 defends, if the attacker is in your firing arc, the defender may gain a strain token to acquire. Whoa, easy there. May gain a strain token to acquire a lock on the attacker. Well, what's nice about this is it's just an automatic thing, and it's going to happen multiple times, right? Any friendly ship at range 0 to 3, so big bubble here, defends if the attacker's in your firing arcs. You just have to keep one of your firing arcs on them, and you're going to have kind of 2 because of that turret arc. So that one's not bad. This one's pretty good for, I think, a flanking kind of version of a LAAT. Look at this beautiful man, shirtless, Kit Fisto. What are you trying to make all these clones thirsty? Kit Fisto as a crew for the Republic. He's got the single force recurring, which is, I think, the best thing about this particular upgrade. He gives you the purple evade, which I think I've done once ever. And at the start of the engagement phase, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 and spend a force. If you do, then they can perform the red evade action. I mean, I guess it's a good option to have. Can you stop knocking over things, please? Dude, what are you doing? All right. So you can force somebody else to take a red, or you can give somebody else a red evade action, and that's all right. Plo Koon, at the start of the end phase, if you are reinforced, you can choose a friendly ship at range 0 or in your side arcs at range 0 to 1. The ship removes a deplete or strain token or repairs 1 face-up damage card. This one's awesome. I think this one's a lot better, and probably will be more expensive. You're also getting the force recurring, which you're going to get for every Jedi. But now you also get reinforce, purple reinforce, but it's a less common action, right? And this can go anywhere. And this is at the start of the end phase if you're reinforced. So you have to be able to do that. But I like the fact that you can repair those damage cards, and you're probably going to put him on somebody that you want reinforcing anyway. But you don't have to. And Aayla Secura, who is awesome, again, with the force recurring, while an enemy ship in your bullseye arc performs an attack, if the defender is friendly and at range 0 to 2, the defender may change a blank result to a eyeball result. This one's awesome. This one has like the least requirements. This one is going to happen all the time. Doesn't require you to spend your force to do any of that. You have to have your bullseye pointed. So she's got a lot more skill because it's harder to point that bullseye, especially on something like a LAAT. So maybe you don't have her on a LAAT. I don't know. But yeah, so she may want to go on like an ARC 170. Can you put a crew? I'm blanking at the moment. But yeah, you might want to put her on lots of other ships too that are maybe more repositional or more removable. Movable, not removable. Everything is removable if it dies. But yeah, and she's got the Force, and you also get the Coordinate option if you want to focus into a purple Coordinate. You have a lot of options with her. She's really good. I think she'll be very popular. And we saw Yoda previewed at Gen Con, but he is also included here in this article. 2 Force recurring. You also get the purple Coordinate. After another friendly ship at range 0 to 2 fully executes a purple maneuver or performs a purple action, you may spend a Force. If you do, that ship recovers a Force. This one can combo into a lot of the other things he's mentoring. If you wanted to have Plo Koon be able to do the recover, the reinforce, but then get that Force back or something like that, you can do that. That's pretty awesome. But it's after they, or a purple maneuver. And then again, we're going to have purple maneuvers too. You're going to see that with, I believe, the ETA 2. And that preview should be coming up soon, maybe next week. All right, guys, that's our look at the LAAT Gunship. I apologize for some of the interruptions during this one, but that's what it's like when you got a whole bunch of kids and they're home all day long. All right, you guys, that's all I've got. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Big thanks to my patrons. They are the reason that I'm here and able to keep doing this. If you're interested in supporting the channel, check the links below for more links to Patreon as well as the merch and all kinds of other stuff. And don't forget, Luxury Playstyle, use that code CrabbokVIP. Thank you so much, and as always, have a great day.